Are you one of those people that have heard the term raise your vibration like you're supposed to levitate? What does that even mean? Well, guess what? On today's Releasing Negative Emotion show, we are going to do just that. We're going to explain this jargon term called raising your vibration, and better yet, we're going to tell you how to do it with our help by deleting and releasing negative emotions. Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode number 220 on the Releasing Negative Emotion show. I'm here with John. Good morning, John. Well, did I say my name is Michael O'Shea? That's my name. And I'm here every Saturday, episode 220. Today, we're going to talk about what does it mean to raise your vibrations and how can releasing negative emotions help. We'll be looking for a volunteer. Good morning, John.
Good morning. Yes, my name is John Inverarity, Certified Emotion Code and Body Code Practitioner. I live in Vancouver and help people all over the world and decreasing aches and pains, helping mental health, and and raising people's vibes. So this is a pretty unique original episode that we're doing here. Yeah.
Right. Well, John, this month we've dedicated to merging and marrying, how am I going to do this? Law of attraction and the work of Dr. Bradley Nelson on the Emotion Code and why they're such best friends. We've had a couple episodes already. We talked about the heart wall and relationships and what happens after you have your heart wall removed, how law of attraction kicks in, because why? You're sending a new vibe. Last week we talked about scarcity consciousness, about money. That's a vibration. So imagine on one hand using law of attraction to get more money, and on the other hand you're sending the vibration of scarcity. Guess what? They get canceled out. But today I want to talk about your vibrational meter reader. We're going to get started on that in a few minutes. But John, who is saying what this morning, please?
Hey, if you're watching, say hello. Let us know where you're from or watching from. And of course, Natasha, Paula, Samuel is here from the UK.
Hey, Natasha, good morning.
Yeah, Kat, Oshman's here. Hey, guys. And Kat's also saying, yes, the heart wall. Yes, Sandra is here from Calgary, Alberta. Canada.
High vibes from our friend Holly Peters today.
Hey, Holly.
And we have a friend up pretty early, Chantel in Maui.
Hey, Chantel. Yeah, good morning.
AM there. Anna Esperland is from Grand Forks, Minnesota. There's a Grand Forks. Is it Alberta? Is that where Grand Forks is?
Yeah, no, British Columbia. Yeah, it's
BC. Okay. And our friend Sylvie Bellini is with us. Hey, what a great crowd we had this morning. If you've been hanging out with John and I in the past, you can expect today that, you might want to take notes. You might want to get ready. We're going to help you today. So first, I'm going to do a little training from my book, Law of Attraction. It's right here. And in my book, I talk about vibes. Now, my book came out in 2003. The word vibes was a little bit foreign, not even mention the word vibration, never even mention the word law of attraction. So I learned really on that I can't really use the word vibration without people not giggling and understanding it. Didn't really make sense. But people were starting to use the word vibe. Today we got t-shirts and there's products with the word vibe in it. But honestly, 20 years ago it was pretty foreign. Mm-hmm. So in my book, I talked about our vibe meter. And people say, what's a vibe? Well, a vibe is just a mood or a feeling. Sometimes John will say, wow, I really like the vibe in this hotel or this meeting room. So we're not talking about the smell. We're talking about a mood or a feeling. So a vibe is a mood or a feeling. We might even say that he gives off a negative vibe or she gives off. So a vibe isn't something that you smell or touch or taste or hear. A vibe is something that you feel. Now, we're adults. The word vibe is a cute little 4-letter word that comes from the longer word. John, say it when you know it.
Vibration.
That's right. The word vibe actually comes from the word vibration. So today we're using that word. Why? Because we're adults. Which brings us to our vibrational meter reader. What does that even mean? Vibrational meter reader. There we go. In other words, you have a meter that's measuring your vibrations. Really? Is it on my phone? Can I go to my phone and scan my phone and check to see what my vibe is and say, I wonder what my vibes are. And you get out your vibrational meter reader on your app and you scan yourself and you press and you're thinking, That's a negative vibe. My vibrational meter reader means I'm sending and putting out a negative vibe. But there's no such thing as a vibrational meter reader on your phone, but all of you have one within you. All of you have an internal vibrational meter reader. It's your feelings. Your feelings are the indicator where your vibe is. Are you ticked off and angry and disappointed and guilt and shame and blame and disappointment and hopelessness and help? Are you having those feelings and emotions? If you are, that's your vibe. And you're not even doing it on purpose. You might legitimately be ticked off and angry. These are valid feelings, but when you're having them, you're putting off this vibe. This is your vibrational bubble. And law of attraction, which is this universal energy around you, is eavesdropping. It's eavesdropping on your vibe bubble, and it's finding the vibe that you're sending, and it's doing this to it. John, say it when you see it. When law of attraction's eavesdropping and finds the vibration, it does what to it? It
matches it.
Matches it. This is the 2-word job description for law of attraction. Well, it's 1 word, matches. Hey, but what if it's a negative vibe? I don't know. Check the job description. Matches. What if it's a positive vibe? I don't know. Check. It's matches. Law of attraction isn't smart. It's obedient. And right now it's eavesdropping on the vibe that you're sending, matching it and giving you more of the same. I didn't create this rule, I'm just teaching it. So today, I want you to understand the importance of having a high vibration. Here's the dial. Look at the numbers again. It goes from 0 to 100. All the radio stations between 0 and 100, they're negative talk radio, and between 50 and positive. So John, we're sitting at home, you're having a good experience, you're loving your life, your vibes are, we'll say, ooh, my vibes are high. And what we mean on the dial, we could give that a number. Imagine if we didn't have words to describe our feelings. We would say, oh, I'm about a 92 today. Yesterday, ooh, 27. Then I got an email, probably to a 32, but today I'm about a 92. So to raise your vibration doesn't mean to levitate. To raise your vibration means to raise it from a lower vibe to a higher one. I'd like as many people to type this in the chat as possible. Pramelia, Sig, Tahini, Olga, lots of friends joining us today. Put this in the chat. It's not for me, it's for you. The best way to become more positive is to become less negative. I'm going to type that in myself too. The best way to become more positive is to become less negative, Captain Obvious. What a formula that is. So let's just say you know where you're at on the dial by how you feel. Thinking, well, it's like, I don't know, I'm kind of like just midway. That means you're on 50. But here is the consequence and the gift of having a vibration, which you cannot not have, is that law of attraction is responding to where you're at on the dial. So when you're on 199, when you're in the 90s, you'll know by how you feel. It's not a number, it's a feeling. When you're high on the vibe, you know what happens? Things come to you fast, 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 fast. You see, it's negative vibration that dilutes manifestation. So your job really is to mind your vibration. John, Permelia, and Sandra, can you write this in the chat? I mind my own vibration. What does that mean? Well, I did all this work to have a high vibration. Now I'm going to mind it. What does that mean? Well, it might mean I need to flick some people away. I know that you know that I know that you know who I'm talking about. Why? Because when you're around that person, they're contaminating your vibration just through the conversation. Hey, let's just do thank some of our friends here for helping out, John. We were going to start with, start right here. Riza from Miami. Good morning, Riza. Good afternoon to you, John. Who else is here?
Yeah, let's see here. Where do we leave off? Okay, Kathleen Kane.
Kathleen from Gabriola Island. Probably you and I are two that know where that is, and maybe Pramil. Yeah,
there's 3 of us that know.
Canada,
yeah, 4 of us.
And Kathleen's on YouTube. So is Simone King from Adrian.
Adrian?
Oh, hi, Adrian from Brooklyn. Okay, not sure what that means, but
Brooklyn's in the house. We know that.
yeah. Sylvie Bellini saying it's dark here in London. And thanks, Sylvie, for joining us. Sylvie's been loyal. I bet you she's watched all 220 expos, as did Paula Samuel, as did Pramelia Param. Let's say good morning to her this morning.
Yeah, Pramelia's here. Says, good morning, bros. Happy to be watching from a cloudy Parksville, Vancouver Island, Canada. Yeah. And look who it is, Sig Brown. Morning, guys. Long time not here.
Yes, Sig, good morning. And Tahini's with us as well. Olga saying hello. I thought I saw my own name. It was confusing.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, just a reminder, Sig's bringing it up again. The best way to become positive is to become less negative. Now, cue the marriage of law of attraction, which is you sending vibes being matched. What if John and I could dip inside your vibrational bubble and delete the negative emotions that you were sending unknowingly or knowingly? What if we could delete the negative vibrations? When we delete the negative vibrations, the overall balance of your vibrations gets raised or risen? That was a question. I don't know if it's raised or risen, but both. You know what I mean. Imagine you're on 50. And John and I do an emotion code session. We find out, we're going to do that today. We find out there's a negative emotion that you're having that's contaminating your vibration. What if we could not what will happen after we identify the emotion? There's 60 of them. We delete that emotion for you, and now it's not contaminating. And guess what just happened? Your vibration went from 50 to 70. I'll say it again. The best way to become more positive is to become less negative. John, tell our friends about how and what it means for us to be their proxy, to do that for them. And we picked a specific feeling today. So why don't you introduce what that is? We'll get someone queued up, and then you can explain the process.
Yeah, well, back it up a little bit. You said trapped emotion. You mentioned that, so I'll explain that. So trapped emotion is an unprocessed emotion from a past negative event. Now, it's about the size of your fist or a baseball, and it's lodged somewhere in your body, and it's rattling around. It's a low vibrational energy, and it is, keeping your vibration at, lower, less than, your ideal level. Maybe it's at 50 or lower, whatever it may be. And us as practitioners, we are trained to, find out what the trapped emotion is and release it or clear it out, right? So, yeah, there are 60 trapped emotions that we use most commonly on the emotion code chart. So that's narrowed down into 2 columns and 6 rows. And we find, which one it is by muscle testing. Now we're asking your subconscious mind, which trapped emotion it is. We're getting the answers via muscle testing. And, we connect up to you, and we call that a proxy connection. So it's kind of like, Wi-Fi, in that we have this invisible connection from, one person to another, right? We call that a proxy connection, yeah. And one of the most common emotions that brings down your vibe is like negative self-talk, because you're just beating yourself up, continuously, over and over, and basically, every day or whatever it may be. And you're not getting to that high level. You're not, vibrating, that love, joy, happiness. You're just, beating yourself up, hard on yourself. So
it also feels like blaming yourself and, I'm not good enough. It's like, and we all have that little negative chat. It sounds, the name of the emotion sounds a little harsh, right?
The name of the emotion, yeah, on the chart is self-abuse.
Self-abuse, yeah.
Yeah. So I have the book here, and in the back there is a glossary, and a glossary of all the emotions. So I'll just read a few lines from self-abuse. So it's abusing yourself emotionally, engaging in negative self-talk, blaming oneself. Simple as that, right? You're self-blaming. Physically self-abuse as well can happen, and not treating your body, nicely, using addictive substances, not caring for yourself through lack of sleep. So that can lower your vibe as well, right? Improper diet, the list goes on, right? So negative self-talk, self-blame. So Yeah, today we're going to be looking for a volunteer that has patterns of that negative self-talk, self-abuse. So I'm going to connect up to someone, a volunteer, and see if you have that emotion of self-abuse. And we're going to raise your vibe. So in the comments now, volunteer, say, "Yep, that's me. I'm really hard on myself," and we'll go from there.
Yeah, Sig Brown's making our point as well. Negative self-talk is a good way to make yourself sick. Your body will believe what you're saying and make it happen. Exactly.
Wow. Yeah.
Okay, John, we have a friend volunteering today. Tahini, I think that's our friend from Aloha from Hawaii. Okay. Did we work on her last week? I forget.
I don't remember either.
Okay, well,
I don't think
let us
so,
know
no.
if we worked on you before, Teeny. I don't think so. You've been in our room before. Let's do that. Okay, so John, we have a volunteer. Her name is Tahini from Maui, I think I said. John, tell our friends what you're going to be able to do. You said you're going to be her proxy, but now you found the motion. Big deal. What are you going to do with it?
So we use a magnet. Just any magnet will do. I use this refrigerator magnet, talking about Hawaii. This is my favorite magnet right now. And just swiping it over the governing meridian, just like this. All the meridians connect up to the governing meridian connects up to all the other meridians in your body. So it's intention-based release. Now, once we find it, my intention, that magnet amplifies my intention to clear it out and release it through the whole meridian or energetic system, and it kind of just floats away.
So let's go back to that math equation, John, right? Let's just say we're not judging, we're just pretending. Let's say Tahini's vibration is on 80. And the only thing that's stopping it from she could spend more time being more positive, but that doesn't get rid of the negative vibration that's diluting the overall balance. So you're going to delete an emotion, which will raise her vibration because it's a math equation.
Yeah, so it's not Tahini.
Hey,
Tahini.
Listen, with the name Loge, I get a couple mess ups too, but I appreciate you having fun with me. Tahani, there you go, John. You're on deck.
Tahani. Okay, so I'm going to connect up. I'm muscle testing with my hands here. Our fingers. We get a good connection. Okay, good. Tune and connect up. Back to the proxy. Yes. Okay, good.
Yeah. John's muscle testing, looking at this chart right now.
So we're looking for, the goal is to raise the vibe, increase Tahani's vibes. So we're going to check for emotions creating this negative self-talk. So is there emotion we can clear to raise your vibe and decrease the amount of negative self-talk or self-abuse? Okay, there is. Yeah, so there is a trapped emotion we can identify and clear. Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to go right to it and say, is there trapped emotion, self-abuse? We can clear first. I didn't actually think it was going to be a yes, but there is. Okay.
And again, John can only ask yes or no questions. Yeah. So he's drilling down with yes or no's and finding out the emotion, probably the year if you need it.
Yeah, so there is a self-abuse. Okay, so let's clear self-abuse. I actually thought I was going to find something different, but that, it kind of worked out for the demo, so that's great. So is there another trapped emotion creating this negative self-talk we can clear and raise your vibe? Yeah. Okay, is it in column A? So it's actually in B6. So unworthy. Yeah. It's clear unworthy. I'll just do a few just for the demo.
Yeah, for sure. So again, it's more than a demo. You're actually doing it, right? You're getting, she's getting a live emotion code session right now. John's finding different emotions. It's causing the lower vibration, deleting them one at a time with his magnet.
Yeah, so there's another trapped emotion we can identify and clear. Yeah, okay. Is it in column A? No. So it's in column B. B odd row? No. So it's in MB even row. Yeah. Okay, 6, no. I'm starting at the bottom. 4. Yeah, 2, no. So it's in B4. It's frustration. First one. Yeah, so it's frustration. Yeah, this will all create negative self-talk. Yeah, need to know more about frustration. Let's clear frustration. That's cleared. Yeah, okay, so is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Column A. No. We're back into B6. It's worthless. So I'm just asking questions in my head here.
Yeah.
Clearing worthless. Is that released?
We only talk out loud for the client's sake, right? But we can do it all just with our own internal questioning. But
yeah,
it's a boring session if we're not saying anything.
Yeah, another trap emotion. Column A, be odd. I'm getting all like the evens here. Shame. So clearing shame. That's released. Yeah, another trapped emotion. No. I think it was like 5. So that might be good. So let me know how you're feeling, Tanny.
Yeah.
And maybe feeling lighter.
Yeah.
You know, maybe a little happier.
Well, maybe ask the question, what was the severity of my self-abuse and what is it now?
That's a good one. Yeah. So what's the severity of this self-abuse, this negative self-talk, just on average over the last, 6 months?
Exactly.
Was it at least a 5? Yeah. Okay, I got 10. Yeah. Was it a 9 or less? No. So I got 10.
Yeah. So.
Okay. So now, is it a 6 or higher? No. It's a 1. Is it a 0? It's a 1 or 2. So it's a 1.
Okay, good work. And definitely she'll notice that maybe how she treats herself and what she says about herself and encourages herself. It's lots of fun stuff.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations, you did it. And she will let us know. I'm trying not to use her name because I won't. She will let us know next week because she's been faithfully joining us. John, a couple little housekeeping things. Hey, we want to have you join us every Saturday. And it's called the Releasing Negative Emotion Show. Today we're on episode 220, as you know. The web address just went to the right-hand side. You could go there and get on our mailing list. We only send you 2 emails, one Friday morning and one about a half hour before the show, so you can get ready and attend and know what the subject is each week. So we'd love you to join us. Also, what did I write today? Starting on November 26th, I'm going live on Clubhouse every night for 2 hours for the whole week, from Monday to Saturday night. And we're going to be talking about law of attraction. We're going to be talking about tools, getting success stories. I don't even know what it's called. I'm so new. My thing, my link to my law of attraction club also went in the right-hand side. We'd love to have you join us. And John and I would love to be your emotion code practitioner. And we meet by video mostly. Some people like by telephone. John, I just put the link up to your site. Can you tell people just what the process is? They've never had a session before. What might happen?
Yeah, absolutely.
How do they get before, rather? Yeah.
We're live in peer.com. Michael's at michaellozier.com. And we have online scheduling. So you can just click the button to book a session. That opens up to a calendar. Pick your favorite time and date. And it links up to payment, and we can be having a session over video just like this before you know it. And we send you a link before the session for a Zoom. Again, you can, phone. We can do it over phone if you like. And if you can't make the call, or too busy, or you have kids that aren't gonna sit on a phone, or can't for whatever reason, you can send us a list of concerns and we can connect up to them completely remotely, do the session on them, and then we can send you an email saying when the session was done, just confirmation on that and what to expect. Yeah.
And you can also sit in your car like a number of people have done over COVID, right, John? Particularly moms, the number of moms that went to their car, and they were so happy to be in their car. Listen, it is the easiest walk-in clinic you'll ever go to. You don't even need to walk anywhere. So
yeah, lunchtime. Some people do it on their lunch break at work.
Yes.
You just sneak out to their car for half an hour, and yeah.
Well, good. We're back here next week with one more episode of Law of Attraction and Emotion Code, and John and I are queuing up our December series, and it's a serious series. Oh, by the way, we're also committed and confirmed for January 1st, which happens to be on a Saturday. So we're going to do something relating to setting your goals for New Year's, but there's a culprit that's going to stop you moving forward. We might even teach you how to delete it yourself on the special New Year's Day episode. But the series that we're we'll just commit to it and we'll figure it out when we get there. But we are having success helping people what is called PTSD. And in my world, PTSD means unprocessed trapped emotions from an event that I never deleted. That's what it means. And I recently worked with a prison guard, a young guy, 22 years old, who had multiple events that he witnessed and saw and was really preventing him from moving forward. And it's all he could think about, these events and what he saw and what he experienced. And of course, I was able to delete those emotions. I'm going to hear back from him shortly. So if you have an event, or you know somebody that's had an event in their life or their workplace or in their career, and that memory is blocking, stopping you from moving forward, you know that it is, join us for our December series, helping people that have experienced trauma like that, and we're going to help you delete all these unprocessed emotions. By the way, back to the prison guard, he had told me about some things that he saw. I won't even tell them to you because I don't want you to have them in your energy. So I said, after everybody saw what happened, did you guys talk about it? Meaning all the prison employees and guards. He said, oh no, we never talked about that. I said, so you probably never went home and told your family, obviously. He said, no. He goes, you're the first person I told in 8 months. So John, talk about an unprocessed emotion, messing your brain up and pop. It's like a pimple that never got processed. It keeps popping up and popping up and popping up. So let us know how we can help you or a friend. And the nice thing about doing the work on here, John, is they don't need to come on the camera because this is a sensitive subject and not everybody wants to be seen. So we want to be able to help you.
Yeah.
Get it? 220 episodes. We're back next week here on the Releasing Negative Emotion show. John, how would you like to close out today?
Thanks everyone again for coming, joining us today, and we'll see you next week.
Okay, good. See you later, everybody. Thanks for hanging out on the Releasing Negative Emotion show with John and I. Cheers.